The mystery of man. This is perplexing and yet how relevant and important. See, the subject as what is man is in the center of theological and philosophical concerns today. It is rather interesting that man can ignore God, but he himself cannot ignore man. Anyone who thinks in this century has to think about man. Now, when I say man, I mean generic, so don't get worked up about the masculine and feminine of this. He may seek the most defiant ways to avoid thinking about God, but cannot avoid thinking about himself. See, the perplexity of the problem is seen in a variety of the answers that have been given to the question, what is man? Why should the question of what is man be a problem to us? Is there anything in the human experience that is more known to us than man? And why do we have difficulties with this question? Who does not know man? However, we see the amazing knowledge man has in relations to other things on the earth, his knowledge of machines, electronics, space, and DNA. It is amazing how much man knows about life, yet astonishing how very little he knows about himself. If there is one thing we could learn through the study of man, it is that though we may have learned to harness the materials of the physical world, we have not learned to harness the spiritual or moral world at all. So we are in the crisis of anthropology, the study of man. Anthropos in Greek means man, logos means reason, utterance, or discourse. Now the crisis is part of the modern man's predicament. Man is adrift in the sea, largely unaware of the depth of his situation. Now, through the midst and the fogs of his own making, he strains to find a deliverance that is not there because he does not look above. It is only from above that man can discover who he is and why he is here. Therefore, it should be obvious to us that one of the ways to learn of ourselves is to learn of God. So the answer to the question as to what is man is related to the question, who is God?